For me, getting to know the Kogalo fan base, the Green Army, over the last 2 years has been so fulfilling and rewarding. For me, I'm a football fan. I remember as a 10-year-old going with my uncle home and away all across Ireland, every season, not missing a game. Didn't matter what the weather was like, rain, sun, snow, wind. Every Saturday we would travel the length and breadth of Ireland, to watch football. And so I understand that fandom. I understand that passion that the Kogalo fans have for this club. And so I embrace it. I am one of you now. I'm no longer going to be the head coach, but I will always be a Kogalo fan. And in the future, I look forward to coming back and, watching the game with a little less pressure on me from the stands and enjoying that environment. But it's been really rewarding to see over the last 2 years the numbers of fans coming back to the stadiums, because Kenyan football has had a challenge in recent years, not just with the COVID pandemic, but prior to that with some of the politics that sort of seeped into the game, that the crowds across the league started to go down. But now we're starting to see, bigger crowds. You look at the Mashemeji Derby only a few weeks ago, the biggest crowd for a game in Kenya in 10 or 15 years. You look at our game against Shabana in Kisumu recently, again a big crowd. When we played in Homa Bay earlier in the season, a packed stadium. So again, for me, the supporters, and especially those supporters. One weekend I will see them in Bungoma supporting us against Nzoia, but the next weekend I will see them in Mombasa supporting us against Bandari. And I know that it is not cheap. People have to spend their hard-earned money to travel up and down the country, to buy the jerseys, to get accommodation, to buy their match tickets. And so that passion, that is the gold dust, that's the sparkle that ignites a football team. You know, During the COVID pandemic, all of football understood how important supporters were. Playing in front of empty stadiums was not fun. Everyone looks at a new football stadium and says, oh, that's a wonderful stadium. But it doesn't matter if it's a brand new stadium or if it's a 60-year-old stadium that's falling apart. The stadium doesn't make the game. The fans make the game. And so when they come out in their numbers, when they show that passion to the players, to everyone watching around the world, that's what gives football and it's what gives Kogalo its spark.